Don't know if I can move this camera so it can be seen, but my miniature Phalaenopsis have a spike, which is grows in that tall glass vase. It's good to grow them like that if you can be sure that you don't knock them down, because you can judge just the right amount of water to give them using a glass, because you end up with a level of water which is a little bit below the longest root there. Now what it is you can put them in with no water in the bottom, and I find that if the water gradually rises over time, I'm feeding them the right amount of water. If the water level drops, I'm not watering them enough. So I sort of slowly increase or decrease my watering of the plant based on what the water level is doing. And as you can see, unlike the 3 or 4 leaves they tell you they should have, that one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all one's beginning to turn, and it's got a spike. Now just to sort of give you an update, my Dendrobium Victoriae originally seems to be closing its flowers, which I've never seen it do that before. 2 of the buds haven't opened, so I don't know whether it's conserving energy to open up those last 2 buds, I don't know. And my Vanda Caerulea is looking rather pale. In fact, it looks totally white now, which is really weird. It's almost like it's an albiform, but it's not, because it's flowered before and it's been blue. So there you go. You can affect the colour. According to the Vanda nurseries out in the Southeast Asia, you can affect the vibrancy and deepness of the colour by what you feed it. So I think I've maybe underfed it. I sort of fed it today. You might notice a lot of things are damp, just to see what it does. But it's coming out. It did have a hint of blue, but it seems to be gradually disappearing and going white. Then I mean, how do albiforms end up albiforms? Do they start off as albiforms? I mean, alba, it technically means albino. I mean, this couldn't have been an albino because it had pigment. The first couple of flowerings. Now it's not, I mean, it's not even fully open, so I dare say it's going to get paler yet. There's a fraction, a very faint hint of colour on the flowers here and there. Basically in the sometimes words, I have fibromyalgia, so sometimes words, well, it's been happening for a while, but I didn't know it was down to what I had. Can't remember words. It's the throat of the orchid at the back, the neck. There you can see there's, on that top one, there's a bit sticking out towards the stem. It's got a little bit of pigment on it. So yeah, just a little update on what the flowers are doing, and some new spikes. There's a spike there on that Phalaenopsis. That's the only one there. I've never managed to reflower. Well, they did get neglected pretty badly a couple of years back, because I was away somewhere for 3 weeks helping somebody out, which ended up costing me. But anyway, they've sort of come back in the Bolophyllums. Didn't flower this year, but it did produce new bulbs and leaves. So there's a little update on the orchids under the stairs.